Hello everyone, welcome to the TimBooker channel. I hope you enjoy listening to books. The book I'll be interpreting for you today is Clockwork, Revised and Expanded, subtitled Design Your Business to Run Itself. Clockwork is a metaphor used by the author. Just like winding up a gear, once you wind up the gears, they can run automatically. The author sees organizations in a similar light. Essentially, any organization is a system with numerous interlocking gears. By winding up your business effectively, even without constant external pressure, these gears can work together smoothly, ensuring the business runs successfully. How does one wind up their business? That's the primary question this book aims to answer. Is it possible for a business to run smoothly without constant oversight from managers? Many managers doubt it. They believe that without their constant steering, the business would grind to a halt. In reality, many businesses do rely heavily on managers who invest significant time in task allocation, tracking results, team coordination, attending departmental meetings, and handling unforeseen events. However, many managers discover that even dedicating all their time to work seems insufficient. There are always unfinished tasks. Worse still, spending a substantial amount of time on firefighting leaves no room for contemplating long-term strategies, leading the company's development to hit a bottleneck. So, how can managers spend less time on trivial tasks and allocate more time to important matters? This issue is widespread, addressed by numerous books. However, Clockwork, Revised and Expanded, consolidates these methods, offering a systematic approach. It assists managers in identifying issues, setting clear goals, strategically identifying and nurturing talent, gradually delegating authority to employees, ultimately achieving the goal of an autonomously orderly team. Though aimed at managers, the methods in this book are beneficial to most people. Whether leading a team, mentoring newcomers, or starting in a new job, there's something to learn. Even if you're a newcomer managing your own time, this book offers valuable insights. Mike Michalowicz, the author, derived this theory from his personal experiences. Firstly, he's an entrepreneur who successfully built and sold 2 multi-million-dollar companies, increasing his salary by 25% annually. Secondly, he's a writer contributing to columns in publications like the Wall Street Journal and Harvard Business Review. Lastly, he serves as a guest lecturer in entrepreneurship courses at esteemed institutions like Harvard, Columbia, and Princeton. With only 24 hours in a day, how does the author manage to accomplish so much? It's not merely about enhancing efficiency, it's about gradually disengaging from demanding work. He established a system ensuring the business gear runs automatically, the so-called clockwork principle. How does one ensure the smooth and continuous operation of this business gear? I'll break down the book into 3 parts to answer this. Firstly, let's discuss the author's highly recommended 4D model, which serves as the core driver for businesses. Secondly, we'll delve into how to coordinate the various components within this business gear to ensure smooth operation. Lastly, we'll explore how managers can disengage from the business while maintaining its autonomous and orderly functioning. Let's delve into how the author highlights the 4D model in this book and how it provides core momentum to businesses. As mentioned earlier, many managers find themselves continually working even during their rest time, feeling like constantly wound-up springs. Despite smooth operations, they worry about potential errors in the ever-changing market, always striving to ensure perfection. Instead of solely focusing on doing more to improve the business, often the results don't match the effort. This happens because in a business with multiple individuals, doing more often involves tasks others should handle, leading to a lack of improvement or reduced contributions from others. The author emphasizes the need to not be a tightly wound spring personally but rather to transform the business into a spring mechanism, achieving automatic operation. The goal isn't to enhance personal work efficiency but organizational efficiency, allocating limited time for others to perform tasks best suited for them, maximizing overall output. Why isn't the organization efficient? It's due to the improper time allocation for tasks by business managers. The author distilled a 4D model after summarizing key business functions: doing, design, decisions, and delegating. Doing refers to meeting customer needs and task completion. Design involves coordinating human resources and systems. Decisions relate to assigning tasks while collaborating with team members, and delegating means entrusting decision-making power for specific tasks to others. The time allocation among these four facets, doing, design, decisions, and delegating, creates the 4D model for a business. The ideal model, according to the author, would allocate 80% of time to doing, 10% to design, 2% to decisions, and 8% to delegating. Knowing the optimal time allocation in the 4D model allows for analysis of the company's time distribution among all employees. Adjustments in work time percentages aligning with this model can be made across various operations. Though targeted adjustments are crucial, individually cross-referencing tasks is time-consuming. Therefore, the author recommends initially examining the time spent on execution. Through practical management and observation of other companies, the author suggests that execution should consume around 80% of total time. Deviating from this might result in insufficient time for daily operations or the neglect of strategic planning and team development. Another suggestion involves creating a time analysis sheet listing all tasks performed at work. By categorizing tasks based on time spent in execution, decision-making, delegating, and design, one can ascertain each task's proportion. This methodology can be applied department-wise to understand the company's 4D model and compare it to the recommended model. If the current time allocation seems unreasonable, the first step towards change, as suggested in the book, is to allocate 1% of time to planning. For a 40-hour workweek, this translates to 24 minutes or nearly half an hour. Initial planning shouldn't take too long and can help streamline and enhance tasks. Commencing planning at the week's beginning is advised to ensure efficacy rather than waiting until its ending. The pivotal role of planning is stressed as it's the only facet among execution, decision-making, delegating, and design that significantly elevates a business rather than merely sustaining it. Consequently, to foster continuous growth, emphasis on planning time is crucial. These four components aren't solely applicable to large-scale cooperative enterprises but can be adapted to any business. Even in specialized creative fields or small studios, organizing the overall process enables automatic operation. For instance, the 17th-century English portraitist Sir Peter Lely, due to overwhelming business, organized his studio by assigning less critical tasks to other painters, enabling him to focus on his forte, portrait painting. Such planning substantially boosted his efficiency and prolific output. Moving on, let's focus on planning. How can planning elevate organizational efficiency? Each business has unique methods, and imitation doesn't guarantee success. Successful entities excel because they identify their crucial aspects. The author metaphorically terms these pivotal roles within a business as the queen bee role, QBR, directly influencing the company's growth. Just as the queen bee's task is vital for the hive's expansion, a company's core function requires central focus to drive orderly operations. The book introduces the post-it note method to ascertain whether a company's core function is effectively integrated into daily work routines. Employees list their top 6 tasks on post-it notes, along with time estimates. As the notes are progressively removed, the final one represents the essential task. Confirming alignment among staff regarding primary responsibilities and resolving any discrepancies ensures everyone's efforts contribute to the core function. In summary, understanding a business's core function provides a direction for autonomous operation. Employing the 4D model and appropriately allocating time for you and your employees marks a shift from an executor to a planner, driving the company's automatic operation. Once the business's development direction and core function are clarified, a driving force is applied. Next, we'll discuss how managers can coordinate between gears to ensure orderly business operation, i.e., how various teams align their work tasks with the core objectives. Previously highlighted, a manager's critical task is effective planning and identifying the core function, also referred to as the queen bee role, QBR, in the book. However, note that the core function isn't necessarily solely the manager's responsibility, it might be fulfilled by others. A thought-provoking passage in the book mentions that choosing to fulfill the QBR means becoming the heart of the enterprise, delegating it makes one the soul. While some managers willingly take on this responsibility, deriving satisfaction from their work, they can also select the most suitable individuals to carry out this core function. The essence lies in ensuring that every employee either fulfills or safeguards the core function for the smooth operation of the business. Let's revisit the ideal 4D model mentioned earlier for companies. Decisions only account for 2% of all the company's time, while empowerment accounts for 8%. Therefore, to make a company more efficient, empowerment is more critical than decision-making. If company managers keep making decisions for others, these matters will continuously interfere with their own work, potentially consuming time that should be spent on more crucial tasks. In essence, for managers to spend less energy while ensuring efficient company operations, they cannot make all decisions themselves. Instead, they must learn to empower others, delegate decision-making authority, and enable employees to make decisions. However, empowerment isn't just about handing out tasks, it's about gradually delegating decision-making authority. The author shared an example of an entrepreneur friend who segmented empowerment into 4 stages. In the first stage, tasks are assigned, and the manager still makes decisions. In the second stage, employees make decisions but aren't responsible for the outcomes. The third stage involves employees taking responsibility for task outcomes while the manager is responsible for the benefits these tasks bring to the company. The final stage requires employees to be accountable for both the results and outputs. Managers need to initially allocate specific tasks, allowing employees to assume responsibility, and then guide them to understand how their work creates value for the company. During this process, employees will realize which tasks and methods are more effective, leading to increased efficiency. After empowering employees, you may notice that the output they generate for the company might not meet your expectations. This might not necessarily be due to their abilities but because you haven't provided them with enough detail, leaving them unsure of your precise expectations. So how can you give more specific guidance to employees to ensure smooth task completion? Many companies have realized they can establish working methods by documenting processes that need delegation. However, the book suggests that recording workflow processes is a better method than text alone, as it provides clearer instructions. Yet, if some details remain unclear, encourage employees to ask direct questions, turning the tasks into executable steps. Although this might seem time-consuming, these discussions help managers identify overlooked issues and help employees break down tasks into actionable steps. Once employees understand your ultimate goal and the execution steps, they won't need constant clarification, actually saving time. However, it's essential not to aim for a perfect, all-encompassing process video. Because you can never predict future problems, this video might not solve all issues. You only need to record your work methods and then delegate the tasks. It's more efficient to address specific problems as they arise. After empowerment, employees might hesitate to make decisions, seeking your guidance. At this point, ask them to conduct research, form a basic plan, and then approach you. For example, when they ask, "How do you think we should proceed?" guide them by saying, "Next time you approach me, bring your best plan and tell me the decision you'd make." Even if the plan they propose might not align with your ideas, it's best to support them. Encouraging employees to make decisions means allowing errors. They need to know that making mistakes won't lead to punishment. This is the first step in learning how to make decisions. After allowing employees to execute their plans, conduct a debriefing session. Only when this complete cycle is achieved will employees understand where they fell short and where they need to improve next time. For instance, Toyota delegates decision-making power to those implementing decisions. If a production line worker encounters an issue, they can halt the entire line. Managers arrive to offer support and help restart the line. Another issue arises: whom should you empower? While many managers know that tasks should align with employees' strengths, this book presents a different perspective. Employees' preferences are more critical than whether they excel in a task. Even if they're skilled, if they don't enjoy it, they might struggle to excel. If suitable individuals aren't present within the team, managers need to consider hiring new talent. Whom should you hire then? While many companies hire based on resumes, focusing on matching skills with job requirements, the author emphasizes qualities over skills. Strong alignment with the company culture and high self-motivation are crucial. Only those who identify with the company culture won't merely complete tasks but consider themselves part of the company. Conversely, even outstanding individuals who don't resonate with the company culture might struggle to stay long-term. Moreover, individuals with pre-existing skills might apply them based on old habits, which might differ from your expectations. Therefore, individuals highly aligned with the company culture and willing to learn are worth investing in, even if their skills don't perfectly align with the position. Matching traits with the position is more crucial than evaluating the applicant's skills, making you a seeker of traits rather than a simple judge. In recruiting, there's a tendency to hire individuals one personally likes, but these individuals are likely similar to oneself. To foster a diverse team and bring varied skills, hiring should extend beyond personal preferences and focus on individuals one respects. Once suitable individuals are placed in the right positions, the next step is to coordinate the team and ensure they have the necessary resources. However, the most crucial and initial step is to unify the team's concept, as this aligns everyone toward a common direction. What's this concept? You can find it within the core function. For instance, in the US, there's a company called Life is Good with over 4,000 retail stores. The company's core function is creating optimistic phrases and designs. The company's founder initially presented numerous designs and phrases, asking customers to choose the most optimistic one, which later became the company's name, Life is Good. They create optimistic phrases and designs based on this core function, affirming the company's concept of spreading the power of optimism. After organizing the team, ensuring suitable individuals occupy each role, unifying the concept, and directing everyone towards a shared goal, managers need to issue clear instructions and designate individuals responsible for implementing tasks. Finally, clear definitions need to be given for processes and outputs, ensuring that every employee either fulfills the company's core function or safeguards it. In summary, how can various teams within a company complete tasks based on core goals? The key lies in managers consciously and methodically empowering others. First, review your time allocation to check if enough work has been delegated. Then, proceed in 4 stages to gradually empower employees. Managers should begin by allocating specific tasks, allowing them to assume responsibility, and then guide them to understand how their work creates value for the company. Finally, unify the concept, ensuring everyone understands the company's core function and works toward the same direction. The book summarizes empowerment as letting the right people, with the right workload, do the right things right. The manager has powered the business gear, setting it in motion. But how can one determine if their management is successful? This book offers a unique validation method. Managers should distance themselves from the business to verify if the goals can be achieved. However, disengagement doesn't mean ceasing work. It means not personally making every decision but focusing on more critical matters. And what's more critical? The book asserts the most crucial role of a manager is ensuring the company consistently provides the highest quality products to customers. To offer high-quality products, minimizing uncertainties and targeting specific customers is vital. Understandably, one company cannot serve all customers, it must focus on specific needs. So, during business development, don't pivot randomly to meet customer needs. Instead, identify the company's strengths first and find customers willing to pay for those products or services. How can one find target customers? Identify their communities. For example, contact wine enthusiast groups if targeting wine drinkers or pilot associations for pilots. However, in cases where target customers are scattered without a community, alternate methods are needed. Follow 4 steps, list customers by spending amounts, especially repeat buyers, categorize them by preferences, serving favored clients better and avoiding serving those with negative inclinations, record their groups, including spending amounts, industries, life stages, etc., and finally, identify all possible communication points. Highly active groups denote mature information channels, forming segmented markets. After finding target customers, refine products based on their needs until customers buy or even recommend the products. To unify team members, initiate by having everyone answer a fill-in-the-blank. Our commitment is to serve ____ way, to ____ audience. Now, even if you distance yourself from the business, it should run smoothly. However, Your task is verification. Use appropriate metrics to evaluate if the business continues to function normally in your absence. Work that can be measured can be completed. If work is crucial, set metrics to measure it. For instance, a company specializing in solutions for accountants can measure application form submissions. A decrease might indicate a problem in a specific stage. Moving into conversion requires turning potential clients into customers, where metrics might measure the ratio of new members within a specific period to potential clients. Setting metrics isn't the ultimate goal, it's about uncovering underlying issues reflected in the data and adjusting accordingly. Yet, aiming for 100% customer satisfaction isn't realistic. Setting realistic numbers reflects problems in different stages. If targets are set too high and constantly unachievable, you might disregard them, hindering problem identification and process improvement. Aim for simple, ideal metrics. Ideally, managers should set critical metrics reflecting the entire process. How many? The book suggests no fewer than 5 and no more than 8. Fewer than 5 might lack comprehensive insight, while exceeding 8 might become overwhelming. To summarize, understanding how to energize a business to run, considering the 4D model, and prioritizing planning over execution, ensuring teams cooperate based on core functions. Managers empower teams and focus only on the most critical decisions. Lastly, after the business runs smoothly, the final step is for managers to distance themselves, meet specific customer needs, and measure each process using metrics. Managers should only monitor critical areas. A good manager isn't about completing high-quality individual work but orchestrating everyone in the company to work efficiently. Time allocation is resource allocation, and good planning reduces unnecessary choices. A manager's role isn't about boosting personal work efficiency or completing more work in less time but enabling the company to achieve more within its time. Shifting focus from improving individual efficiency to ensuring everyone in the company works cohesively elevates one to a higher-level manager. That's the essence of this book. Congratulations on completing another book. Thank you for your support. Subscribe to the TimBooker channel, share this valuable knowledge with friends, and let's combine wisdom with practice to achieve financial goals and create a better future. Thank you, goodbye.